car is off. The 3 car on the inside will lead him as the green flag waves in the air. We are racing at Daytona. Finch with a nice push to Willie Mullins as they head into turn 1. Toni Breidinger, though, not wasting any time on the outside in row number 2.
Remember last year, that 27 car of Tim Richmond was racing for the lead late in the race and ran out of fuel.
Greg Van Alst making moves early.
Oh, trouble already.
And we've got Toni Breidinger around the 25, and they're wrecking all over the place. Caution is out.
Well. Yeah, SVG is in that as well. Let's see if she gets squeezed.
So I think the 02 got a push there and wiggled down the racetrack, and then they just kind of squeezed and touched on corner entry to 1. Just really tough part of the corner. The car is really light, and obviously a small push when you're racing that close, only a few inches door to door, generates some contact.
Yeah, and the majority of these cars involved nothing they could do. There, Toni gets into the 97 of Jason Kitzmiller.
And everybody else is just checking up, trying to miss it. I mean, half
doing their best to try to miss it.
See the 28 on the right side of your screen spinning around. That's Shane Van Gisbergen.
Here's a Sioux Chief on board.
He's raced on some of the biggest stage. Ooh, big accident with one of our already damaged cars.
Yeah, Mandy Chick. She had a top 5 finish here last year. Was involved in an accident. More than likely, tough break for Mandy, though.
So Mandy Chick brings out the 3rd caution of this race.
Yeah, I think similar to what you said, Phil. Probably had a tire go down, and
saw the debris on the racetrack, probably from where that tire went down.
Crush panel, the whole rear fender's gone on that car. I think you got the fastest.
Oh no!
Cars. Oh gosh, we got Christian Rose trying to hang on to it.
Can he save it? They're avoiding him all around. What a time you can keep it off the wall here is a job well done for Christian Rose.
Without a doubt, that's a tough spot being turned sideways in the tri-oval.
Scheduled caution, and we have cars all the way around as the caution came out. That's Willie Mullins, the pole sitter going around.
Dale Quarterly, the 4, Leland Honeyman, and the 02.
Got a couple others back there involved. Somebody stopped on the track. Can't really see the number there.
That's the 13 car right there. That's
Armani Williams.
Armani was involved in that first incident, but recovered.
And Marco Andretti got caught up in.
Already spun all the way at the top of the field. Comes down in Dale Quarterly, and other cars just dodging the miss and locking down brakes. I wonder what further back, probably exited turn 2, how Marco got turned sideways.
It's Patrick Emmerling, the blue and white car behind Marco. This is about the time the caution is going to come out. I'm not sure it's out yet.
Yep, you saw it on the
wall
right
so the
there.
caution is out, but I'm not sure anyone had backed off yet.
They looked really stacked up in that outside lane. I don't know if the couple of leaders were backing up, but Marco was really tucked up. I believe that was the 55 at Gustine. I think he was trying to stay off of him, and whether if that's due to the fact that Marco doesn't really have a rear bumper anymore, is that what makes that push go so bad, or is it just that big of a run? Kind of hard to tell from the front-facing angle, but either way, hooked Marco in front of the field.
From Armani Williams.
Add it to the list of don't push here.
Yeah.
Wow, what a good save. Look how much steering he's got in that thing. I mean, look at the tire tracks he's leaving.
He's more than 45 degrees sideways.
And Big Willie never got out of the gas. He's standing on that thing. Stays in. We've got 2 really, really fast cars.
And around goes the 99. That's Michael Maples.
The wall. Oh, gosh.
And another huge hit. And they hit again.
And there's Shane.
Mentioned Scott Melton.
Is that Big Willie? That was Big Willie. He hit him really hard, and then it looked like it hung the throttle wide open almost. And
gets pretty wide coming off the corner and just loses it.
Loose. Just got loose.
He's got something sparking back there. I think he had some sort of an issue where he lost the back of the car because he was kind of tracking up the racetrack all the way on the exit of the corner by himself, and then obviously collects kind of a bystander there in the 69 car, and Willie Mullins hits a ton in the back of that car.
And it's hard to see it from this angle, but there was a lot more smoke than it looked like, probably from the angle that we were looking at it. So Willie was probably in that smoke.
So violent, you see that impact.
One more lap to decide it. One more.
One lap shootout. We've been here a long time. You all have been watching and listening for a long time. Here it is. Everything on the line. Who will win at Daytona? There they go, side by side, the teammates. They head into turn one. Jake Finch, Gus Dean.
They weren't able to do what we expected as far as the teammate restart. It's delayed a lot further, and Gus Dean has the advantage now as the second place car. And Andres Perez has a big run here. He's trying to get clear. Gus Dean's getting way too far out in front, and we're going to have a run from the outside as well.
Jake's going to have a run. Now it seizes up a little bit. Little side draft on Andres Perez.
It's going to depend on which lane gets the bigger push.
Oh, no.
Jake Finch goes around and dominated this race, wrecking all over the place at the front of the field. That will end this race. Andres Perez, huge hit on top of another car. Gus Dean in the 55 will unofficially be the winner of this race. Let's see what happened here on the final lap.
Just a lot of pushes, and there was a lot of momentum coming back to that third row, and that outside lane started it, and yeah, just a lot of pushing and shoving.
Yeah, I think Andy J was in the back of Jake, and I think Andy J had Lewis in the back of him as well, and
yeah,
they all just
it was almost simultaneous. The inside and the outside got to the second row at the same time and just kind of fishtailed each other into both lanes.
Watch Perez in that 2 car up against the outside wall.
He's actually climbing over another car here. And he like stays mounted on top of the 73
Andy
car.
J's car.
Is that Armani Williams?
It is. It is.
The 13. What an impact for Jake Finch. Led 66 laps tonight, only to go straight into the wall on the final lap. Here's another look.
Yeah, Jake's just going down the straightaway, and they start pushing and shoving there, and
should be good onboard view here from Perez coming up, as he's obviously the car that's
he's on top of Andy Jankowiak's car. Yeah. There he is. Fought so hard. Gus Dean drove a great race. Brings it home for his grandfather, who he just lost his best friend a couple of weeks ago. Said he's going to race and win for him, and he does it.